London had always carried its dead beneath its feet. James knew this. Every historian did. But knowing and hearing were different things entirely. It began when the construction crew struck an old pit while digging foundations near Aldgate. The soil was black, slick, and laced with bones so fragile they crumbled at the touch. The city sent archaeologists, cordoned off the site, and then, predictably, pressed forward. London couldn't pause for ghosts. James first noticed it late one evening as he walked home past the site. A sound drifted through the plywood barricades, faint whispers, like dozens of voices speaking at once. He pressed his ear closer. They weren't in English, or at least not modern English. The words curled and snapped, broken syllables buried in the soil. He laughed nervously and told himself it was wind. But that night he woke choking. His throat burned, and when he spat into the sink, he saw flecks of black, tiny as soot, clinging to the porcelain. The whispers followed him after that. On the tube, in the quiet hum of tunnels, he heard them gathering like a crowd behind glass. In the library where he worked, the rustle of pages carried strange cadences. They grew clearer each day until he understood fragments. Come down, feed us, remember. James stopped sleeping. He stopped eating. His co-workers avoided him. His eyes were hollow, his breath foul. Still, the voices grew stronger. Finally desperate, he returned to the site. The barricades sagged from rain, and the air reeked of rot despite the cold November wind. He slipped through a gap and found himself staring into a trench where centuries of London's forgotten dead had been dumped during the plague. The soil squelched under his shoes. The whispers roared. He clutched his ears, but they were inside his skull now, pressing, demanding. His nose bled, thick and black. He stumbled deeper into the pit. Shapes shifted in the dirt. The outline of skulls. Dozens, hundreds turned toward him, hollow eyes glimmering faintly as though embers smoldered within. 1,000 mouths opened in unison. The stench hit him like a wave. Sweet rot, fungus, wet earth. He gagged, doubled over, and vomited thick clumps of black spores onto the ground. They pulsed like breathing things. The whispers coalesced into one voice. Your city fed on us. Now you feed us. Something warm crawled up his throat. Something living. James screamed, but it came out muffled, thick with growth. Black filaments sprouted from his mouth, his nose, his eyes. His body shuddered as the soil welcomed him, drawing him down inch by inch. By morning, the trench was quiet again, sealed with rainwater and clay. The city above bustled, commuters rushing past, none noticing the faint black dust drifting upward from the earth, clinging to coats and hair, waiting for the next breath.